You understand you're charged with fraudulent use or possession of identifying information, 5 items. That is a state jail felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand? If you have a plea bargaining agreement with the... All right, after reviewing State's Exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. Court will defer finding of guilt as you apply for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, we are, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Your Honor, Ms. Lopez is a veteran, Your Honor. She's from the country, and she has 2 children, teenagers, and she does not make that much money. She's a Uber Lyft driver to make ends meet. So we're asking the court to follow the agreement. She made a bad decision that day.
The courtroom opens with heavy charges: fraudulent use of identifying information, a felony with up to 2 years in jail and a $10,000 fine. Right away, the judge lays out the seriousness of the crime. Ms. Lopez's attorney steps in, painting her as a struggling mother, a veteran, and a rideshare driver just trying to make ends meet. The defense pleads for mercy, highlighting her regrets and financial struggles. Question for viewers: do you think her background as a veteran and single mom should reduce her punishment, or should the law be blind to circumstances?
And she regrets it. So we're asking the court to consider all those things now.
All right, why are you stealing? Because that's what this is. It's called, fraudulent use and possession of identifying information, but basically it's stealing.
I made a very poor choice at that time in my life. I'm not going to put the blame on somebody else, but I was dating somebody at that time, and he made it sound easy. And that time COVID started and I wasn't working and I wasn't getting any child support, and it was just hard for me.
So if you drug tested today, what are the results going to be? And you're going to get drug tested today.
No, that's fine. I would be clean.
Negative?
Yes.
All right.
I'm nervous right now because I've never been in trouble. I've never been arrested. This is my first time.
Mm-hmm.
So this is all new.
When asked directly, Ms. Lopez admits she made a poor choice, blaming a past relationship for pushing her into fraud. The courtroom feels tense as the judge presses her on why she allowed such a person near her children. Her shaky voice reveals fear and regret. For the first time, we see her as a mother torn between survival and a destructive mistake. Audience, would you forgive her slip, or do you think she knowingly risked her children's future?
Right now.
And so who is this person you were with?
Benjamin Salcedo.
All right. And where is he now?
I have no idea. I haven't spoken to him in over a year.
So do your children live with you?
Yes, they do.
So why would you bring this person into their lives?
I didn't know at that time who he was and what is everything that he was about until afterwards. And then by then I was already wrapped up.
And see, that's what people need to understand when they have children. You can't be bringing people into their lives that you don't know who and what they're about. Before they're brought into your children's lives, you need to know who and what they're about.
Yes, I totally
Because now the children have a mother who has felony charges. So are you employed?
I'm a medical assistant, so now this is not scary.
Doing what as a medical assistant?
I went to school for medical assistant.
No, I mean, what are you doing for employment?
Right now I drive for Lyft.
Okay.
Because
The judge digs deeper. Employment, children, and her role as a parent. Lopez confesses she's driving for Lyft to have flexible hours and protect her daughter from unsafe public transport. But the judge doesn't let her off easy, reminding her that she's now a mother with felony charges. The tone here shifts from sympathy to accountability. Transition. And just when it seems her sentence might stay mild, the truth begins to unravel.
I needed the hours to pick up my daughter up from school. I don't like her riding public transportation by herself. She goes to Fox Tech.
Okay. All right. 2 years deferred adjudication, no contact with Maria Robles or her address. proof of employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. Parenting classes. 120 hours of community service restitution. 40 of those hours will be waived if you provide proof of the COVID vaccination. The court is not requiring it, but if you do, 40 of those hours will be waived. The remaining of the hours will be waived once you complete parenting classes. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. I'm going to want field visits one time per month for 3 months. And then if there's no problem, it can be just random field visits.
The judge rules 2 years of deferred adjudication, community service, parenting classes, restrictions on jobs involving children, and regular drug testing. On paper, this seems like a second chance. Lopez appears nervous but compliant. Yet beneath the surface, the judge's repeated mention of drug testing hints at something bigger. A storm waiting to break. Viewers, what do you think? Is this fair or already too lenient?
There's to be regular UAs. And there's to be a UA today. Probation, is there anything else she needs?
Your analysis today is that do you work at court or outside?
In court,
Why?
because I'm requesting it and you're on probation and I can request that. So you're doing a UA today. Is there an issue with doing a UA today?
No, I'm just don't.
It was at this moment that she knew. She fucked up.
Because this is a plea bargaining agreement, because I followed your plea bargaining agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand? All right. Do you need any water?
No, I just went to the restroom right before I.
No. Well, we'll have you remain here till you provide me with the sample.
It's pretty much a lose-lose situation.
Thank you. All right, Quentin Buteau.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
All right, where's her attorney?
Right here, Your Honor.
All right. So you want to explain to me why you were dishonest about whether or not you would test positive for drugs?
I was scared. And
No, you looked me in.
And here comes the turning point. When asked about a drug test, Lopez insists she'd be clean. But moments later, she hesitates, and the judge senses dishonesty. The drama explodes when it's revealed she would, in fact, test positive. Betrayal fills the courtroom as the judge, who had trusted her, now sees dishonesty staring back. Reaction. This is the moment everything collapsed. The defense of a struggling mother crumbles under the weight of a lie.
The eye, and you told me that you've never used drugs, that you will most definitely be negative, and then you said you could not provide a sample because you had already provided a sample, and then after I left, you informed everybody that you're going to be positive. So what are you going to be positive for?
marijuana and it's possible.
All right. And how old are your children?
15 minutes.
All right. So here's the thing. I don't trust you to be driving your child when you're positive. So your child is going to have to start taking a bus. And I don't trust you to be driving when you're high on meth when other people are out on the public roadways. Do you understand? So how often have you been using?
Part of the weekend?
All right. That's an issue.
Yes, I have problems.
Can I see her file, please? All right, we're going to change her conditions. We're going to go on the record. We're back on the record in 2022.
The judge, visibly frustrated, calls her out. "You looked me in the eye and lied." Lopez admits she would test positive for meth and marijuana. The courtroom energy shifts from disappointment to outright disbelief. The biggest concern? Her children's safety. If she's driving them, or strangers, as a Lyft driver, while high, she's putting lives at risk. Question: do you agree with the judge's decision to stop her from driving her kids, or do you think it was too harsh?
CR 8088, State of Texas versus Erica Lopez. Can I have parties announced for the state? Defense?
I feel for the defendant, Erica Lopez.
All right. So Ms. Lopez has just informed the court that she is going to be positive for marijuana and meth. And how often, just for the record, are you saying you're using meth? All right. So I'm going to want a referral to felony drug court. I know that they may be booked, but please see if they can take her as quickly as possible. I'm going to want a TAP evaluation done. And if that TAP evaluation says inpatient treatment and felony drug court is not available, you're going to have to go into inpatient treatment because you're not doing any good to your children when you're using. So who would your children be staying with? All right. You need to make sure that you make all of your appointments with probation. If you do not, a motion to revoke will be filed. And what will end up happening is you will have your TAP evaluation at the Bexar County Jail. Do you understand? And I am going to want field visits. I'm going to want that 3 times per.
The consequences pile up fast. She's referred to felony drug court, faces evaluations, and could be sent to inpatient treatment. Even her parental rights are restricted. No unsupervised time with her children. The judge makes it crystal clear, as long as she's using, she's unfit to care for them. Transition. This is no longer about fraud. It's about addiction, lies, and whether a mother can rebuild trust.
Per month until she is in some sort of program. So once she's either in felony drug court or inpatient, then I'll reconsider that. And she is to have no unsupervised contact with minors. So if your children are going to be staying with you, I realize they're teenagers, but if they're going to be staying with you, there's going to have to be another adult to supervise. And that adult is not going to be the person that you said you were involved with in this.
It's my daughter's college.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else that she needs probation? Defense? So let me just tell you, in this court, honesty is the best policy because when you're placed on probation, I'm trying to set conditions so you can be successful. You understand? All right. Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. You're going to have to do better. You have children you have to take care of. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Who's here on Alejandro?
The judge ends with a powerful statement. In this court, honesty is the best policy. I'm trying to set you up for success, not failure. Lopez apologizes, but the damage is done. The judge urges her to do better, for her children, for her future. It's a heartbreaking close, mixing accountability with a faint hope of redemption.